Yo, what is up YouTube, man? I usually don't start out the build videos with that type of intro, but this is the most fun center build I've made in NBA 2K25. We're going to be going into a deep dive about everything on this build, what I like, what I don't like. If you guys do enjoy the video, if you do enjoy the channel, if you want to drop me a like and subscribe, of course I do appreciate it a ton. Let's get into it. So it's a 7'1 center, 7'9 wingspan. I went one tick down on the wingspan so I could get a 75 three-pointer. That's to get me the glass gunner takeover so I can raise my three-pointer if I wanted to. Other than that, I would have went max wingspan, but I did want to get that 75 three-pointer, and I do think that it's worth going for. Now, you guys see the finishing part of this build, 90 standing dunk, and I get that to 95 because I use my +5 on that, and I do recommend you guys do that. If you don't have your +5s, you can take down driving layup, you can take down other things to get it to 95. Definitely put the dunk, the standing dunk to 95 with the cap breakers, 100%. 87 driving dunk, that is driving contact dunks on this build, 80 driving layup, 80 close shot, 79 post control. It can finish every single way in the paint. It's not a post scorer per se, but 79 post control does give you that post fade phenom on gold. You only need 80 mid-range for it, but I went 81 just to get some better jump shot animations. The 80 close shot's going to get me some takeovers that I was wanting. I got super high free throw just because, you know, it's nice to be automatic from the line, and I like shooting those transition take fouls in the rec. I don't know why, but so many people miss those. I just want to make sure my team gets all those points. 93 pass act, absolutely elite. 40 speed with ball so I can get the normal dribble style. Now, let's go to the speed. 72 speed on a 7'1 center along with 60 agility. The strength, 72, it's low. I only get silver box out beast. Is it ideal? Absolutely not. It's going to make me weak whenever I'm setting some screens. I'm not going to have the best box outs. But to get the 87 driving dunk for those moving driving dunk contact animations, you do have to be low weight. It's also going to lower my rebounding. You can see 92 O board, 80 D board. I can get things like board beast. I can use horse to boost my stats up. But is it ideal? No. I wish that I had more strength. I wish that I had more rebounding, but to make this build the way I wanted to make it, it was not possible, so this is what we have. It's a fun build. This is not the most comp way to make a center. I'm saying if you guys play comp pro-am, if you play with a three-point chucking guard, this is not the build you want to have. This is something you want to make if you enjoy being a slashing center. If you enjoy doing things like you saw in the intro, this build can definitely be for you. I got 80 interior, 80 block. You guys see it gets me a bunch of different takeovers. And takeovers aren't that important for the abilities, but the reason I like having them is because you're getting a +5, a +7, a +9 to stats like interior, like rebounding, where they might not be as high as I would like them, but whenever I put the takeover on, they do get that high. And if you're a good player, you're always going to have your takeover meter pretty lit up. You're always going to be having those fluctuating stats to be higher than what they say they are on the build stats. It can kind of catch people off guard too. You know, when somebody sees my center build, they're going to think that they can bully him. They're going to think it's not going to be that great at rebounds, but you're going to see in this game how many rebounds I'm actually averaging on this build. And you can see my matchup is an inside build with high strength, high rebounding. You guys can see 97 post control, 99 O board, 95 standing dunk. This is the exact type of build that you would think I would struggle to play against, and you can see, man, 18.7 rebounds a game on this build. Even though the rebounding is a weak point, I'm 7'1", I got max arms. You can see I hold the screen. They end up calling a foul on him. I do not know why, but hey, I'll take the free throw. This build's not the best at setting screens. That's what you got to accept if you're going to make it. You're not going to be setting, you know, bodies on this build. But the rebounding stats, if that's worrying you, it's not a problem at all. Now, it's definitely the height making up for it. It's definitely the wingspan. And you do got to be smart. If you're playing against somebody that obviously has legend rebound chaser, you are going to have to work harder to get as many rebounds as them. And I do recommend using a rebounding takeover on this build. I'm going to make some videos on them so you guys can see what I prefer. I'm not using that in this video, though. I'm actually using a slashing takeover right here. 81 mid-range shot. That's still plenty high to hit post hop shots, to hit hop jumpers, to hit post fades, to hit dribble pull-ups. Now, obviously, this is not a stretch big. This is not a post score. I'm not making this build to do those type of things. So whenever I'm playing on this build, you're not going to see me go into that often. I'm more looking for the dunks because this build's got 95 standing dunk, 87 driving dunk. I'm trying to get contact animations. You guys can see people are driving at me. The center's trying to post score on me, and I'm holding my own. 80 interior, 80 block, max wingspan, 7'1". My build is skinny. I'm even using a body shape that makes me even skinnier, but it does not matter. Now, obviously, you know, he could drop step me out of the way sometimes. He could post spin me. I'm not going to be able to stop him every single time, and my build's not equipped to do that. This is not a defensive build, but it's a 7'1" slasher, and I wanted to make sure that I could hold my own. I'm not trying to be a defensive liability out here. Right here, man, you know, nice little meter dunk. They did buff the meter dunks a little bit. I'll talk about it in this video, and right there I get a putback dunk you guys saw in the intro clip. They buffed it a bit. It's still not amazing. It's not really something that is game-changing, but best believe if I have a guard in the paint, I'm going to get a contact dunk on him, man. It might not be green every single time, but I'm going to feel like it's going to be right here. A little behind the back pass to my teammate. The 93 pass ac on this build is beautiful. For centers, 93 pass accuracy is definitely the sweet spot. Now, if you want to make a build that has 98, 99 even, it's not a waste. It actually is worth it. You know, it gets a little bit expensive, though. I have a build with 87 pass ac, 75, and they do fine, but the passes just feel a bit more elite on the 93. You guys can see, too, man. This guy, he's trying to bully me. He's an inside center. This is what inside centers in the rec do. They try to just go up with close shots that they don't have to time. They might try to post spin you, drop step you. You can see he's backing me down with that 72 strength, but I'm able to hold my hands up. I'm able to get contest. I'm able to block some shots. He ends up jumping right here. 80 close shot. Nothing too elite, but whenever I don't get a dunk, my close shot's helping me. Whenever I don't get a driving dunk, my layup's helping me. And the speed is definitely helping me get to the spot. 72 speed on a center is fast, and this is a 7'1" center at that. You guys can see when I'm shooting threes, 75 three-pointer is pretty good. Early on, I was shooting 33%, as you guys see at the top right. But whenever they were giving me open shots, like right here, that is going to be knocked down. I'm just not going to be hitting the step backs, the crazy dribble pull-ups that I like to take. But if you're somebody that just likes taking the smart catch and shoots, definitely think about making a build like this, having that longer wingspan if you're not trying to be so much of a stretch big. Like this build, it's more of a slasher. And let me know what you guys think about this build. Like I said, man, I know people are not going to like the strength or rebounding. It's not made to be the most comp build. It's made to be fun. I wanted that 87 driving dunk. I wanted that 95 standing, and I love playing on this build, man. This is Tonic. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.